reaction with the metals?
Sir, it reacts with metals to form salt and hydrogen gas.
Very good. So whenever the acids react with the active metals, like whatever the metals are there in the top of the reactivity series above the hydrogen, it will form the salt along with the hydrogen gas. So acids react with active metals to form salt and hydrogen gas, right? So acid plus metal will form the salt plus H2 gas. This is a general formula. Why I said the term active metals? What is the meaning of that? Is it possible? The second reaction is possible. What is the product?
Sir, if sulfuric acid is concentrated, then it is possible, sir.
Okay, instead of sulfuric acid, if we take HCl.
Yes, sir.
No, is it possible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me what is the reaction?
Sir, 2HCl plus yes, sir. 2HCl plus Cu gives rise to CuCl2 plus H2.
Okay, but copper is more reactive than hydrogen here. Whether copper is more reactive than hydrogen?
Yes, sir. Copper. No, sir. Copper is less reactive, sir.
Copper is less reactive than the hydrogen, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
whatever the concentration of the acid, copper cannot displace the hydrogen from the acid. So it is also one type of displacement reaction only. So whenever the metal is more reactive than the hydrogen, those metals will replace the hydrogen from the acid and will form the respective salt and hydrogen gas. Okay, so this reaction is not possible. Understanding? So only you have mentioned the term active metals. Which are the metals which are more reactive than the hydrogen only can displace the hydrogen from the acid and form the salt and water. Clear? Is it clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The next one.
Sir, for me, it was not clear. Can you explain it?
Okay. See, whenever the acids react with the active metals, active metals.
What are active metals?
Metal which is more reactive than the hydrogen, or if you say active metals, the starting elements in the reactivity series. Starting elements in reactivity series is called as an active metals. What are the starting elements? Lithium, potassium, sodium, calcium. These are the active metals. Okay. Or which are the metal will be more reactive than the hydrogen in the reactivity series? Those metals only can displace the hydrogen from the acid. So it is also a special type of displacement reaction. Okay. So zinc is more reactive than hydrogen. So zinc will displace the hydrogen from the acid and form the zinc chloride and the H2 gas. When you come to copper, copper is least reactive than the hydrogen, right? In the reactivity series. So copper cannot displace the hydrogen from the acid. So it cannot form the CuCl2. Now is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Shall we go to next one?
Yes.
Reaction with metal carbonates and metal bicarbonates. Okay, so what is this term? Whenever the acid react with the metal carbonates or metal bicarbonates, what you will get? And even to give carbon dioxide gas with brisk effervescence. That means acid plus metal carbonate or metal bicarbonate, which gives salt plus H2O plus CO2. This is the general formula. Whenever the acid reacts with the metal carbonates or the metal bicarbonates, it always forms the salt plus H2O plus CO2 gas. So whenever the CO2 gas, yeah,
So what is mean by brisk effervescence?
it is similar like some fumes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, means if you take the other gases, they will evolve very slowly. But when you take the CO2 gas from this reaction, you can say immediately the gas will evolve with a vigorous nature.
Okay, sir.
That is the effervescence. So mostly you can say this CO2 gas is the brisk effervescence most compared to other gases. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so what is the chemical reaction here? Any example? You itself tell any examples. Take one acid. Which acid we will take here? Sulfuric acid shall we take? Plus,
Yes, sir.
what is the metal carbonate? Tell me any metal carbonate formula.
Sir, CaCO3, calcium carbonate.
Okay, calcium carbonate. What you will get?
Sir, calcium sulfate,
Calcium sulfate plus H2O plus
H2O plus CO2.
CO2. Okay, whether the equation is balanced or not. It's balanced.
Yes, sir. It's balanced.
Next, shall we take bicarbonate? Now tell me the answer. Balaji, give the answer. Whenever the HCl reacting with the NaHCO3, What are the products will be formed? Only Balaji has to give the answer. Unmute yourself first. Yeah, speak. Balaji. Balaji, can you hear me or not? Then give me the answer. Ujjwal?
Yes.
Yeah, what is the answer?
So I know that it will divide it into H2O.
Sorry?
So completely don't know.
Your voice is not clear to me.
Sir, can I tell us our answer?
Yeah, Balaji.
NaCl plus CO2 plus H2O.
CO2 plus H2O. Very good. Always these are the constant, right? These two are constant in the given chemical reaction. Only salt will change. So your salt is NaCl, CO2 and H2O are the products. Okay. Next. Udbhav. Udbhav.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you take the acid like HNO3 and the Mg CO3. What you will get? Udbhav, what is the answer? What is the products will be formed here?
HCO3 plus MgNO3 taken twice.
Ania, just don't join.
Yeah,
Okay.
sorry, sir.
Udbhav, what is the answer? Ritvik, what is the answer? Ritvik. Siddharth Reddy. Unmute yourself first. No problem. If you don't know the answer, tell me, sir, don't know. Deepshika. Harini, can you hear me right?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Deepshika, what is the answer? Bhumika. No response. Harini, what is the answer?
So is it MgNO3 taken twice plus H2O plus CO2?
Yeah.
Yes, same.
CO2
CO2 plus H2O.
CO2 plus H2O. Remaining, please be silent. Harini, how to balance this equation?
So we have two there, right? Actually,
Yeah.
first we'll go with the NO3 taken twice, sir. So to clear this, actually, we'll be using 1/2.
Where you have to
We'll
use
be
1/2?
we'll be multiplying with 2/3, sir. Sorry. 1 minute. I'll just do once.
Yeah. We just
So
do it.
could you just scroll up for a while?
Yeah, sure. Okay. For the next above.
Yes, sir. Done.
So next third one is the Harini, you just solve that one.
So it's balanced, right?
No, check it once again.
1 minute. So we have to like place 2 before HNO3. So that's it.
Sir, it is neutralization. Sir. Salt and water and it becomes neutral.
Harini, what is the answer?
So we have to place before HNO3. We have to place 2, sir.
Two. That's all.
It's balanced. Yes, sir.
Good. So third reaction is the acid-base reaction. So it is also called as a reaction with bases or the neutralization reaction. It is very, very important in our daily life. Okay. So who will tell the importance of the neutralization reaction in our daily life? Will you chance to Akshara?
Sir, can you repeat the question again? I cannot hear.
What is the importance of neutralization reaction in our daily lives? Akshara?
Sir, if we get acidity in our stomach, then
Yeah, sir, that is all.
That's all. But to whom I call?
Sorry, call me.
Swayan? Okay, Akshara?
Sir, you called me?
No, just now I called, but not before.
That means some work is going on in our room, so I cannot hear.
Okay.
You can listen to the voice. Sir.
Akshara,
Yes, sir. Sir, I'm not sure.
you're not sure. Just tell me some common examples. I don't want exact examples, whatever they're in textbook.
Sir, like we can't have sir, we can't consume a direct acid, like not like we can't have. Sir, I'm not sure, sir. I know the meaning of it, but I don't know how to explain it.
Okay, no problem.
Sir, can I tell one example?
Yeah,
The tooth decay caused by acid. Means by degradation of calcium phosphate. Sir. Means if the tooth decays, the teeth.
tooth decay, okay.
Yes, sir. Means because of paste, we are using paste sir. So it is alkaline nature, so we are covering by neutralization.
Okay. So generally, you know the acidity problem in our stomach. Whenever
Yeah.
we eat excess, the food will not get digested properly, so that excess of HCl will be produced in the stomach. It will cause the pain and the irritation in the stomach. So to reduce that pain in the stomach, we will take the antacids. What are the antacids? Either milk of
Magnesium
magnesia
hydroxide
tablet
and baking soda.
or baking soda will take as the base. Both are the bases. So whatever the base is there, it will go and react with the excess acid present in the stomach. So it works on the principle of neutralization. Next, tooth decay. Tooth decay will not come completely under the neutralization because it comes into the pH also.
That means we will learn in pH value. Sir, this thing.
Yeah. So whenever
Okay.
the honeybee, whenever ant or the insect bites, now will feel the pain, right? So at that time, if you apply some base, It can reduce the intensity of the pain. There is also a neutralization reaction.
So when honey that things on it's all.
So acid plus base always will form the neutralization product. There is a salt plus water. So acid is HCl and base is NaOH. What you'll get? NaCl and the water. Okay. Next, any other examples? Any other examples? Bhargav,
Yes, sir.
tell me any other examples. Acid base reactions.
Acid-base reaction, sir.
Yeah.
Um,
Akshara,
Sir,
yeah.
citric acid plus baking soda gives us sodium citrate plus CO2 plus H2O
Can
plus.
you tell the formulas?
Okay, sir, I'll tell a different example. Sir, H2SO4 plus 2NaOH gives us Na2SO4 plus H2O. Plus 2H2O, yeah.
Na2
SO4 plus 2H2O.
plus 2H2. Good.
So can I?
Yeah.
Sir, HCl plus NH4OH.
HCl plus NH4OH.
Oh, yeah. Give rise to NH4Cl and H2O.
Very good. So this is the acid base reaction. Next one is the reaction with metal oxides. So generally you take the metal oxides and the non-metal oxides. Metal oxides are basic in nature and non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. Okay. Metal oxides are basic in nature, non-metal oxides are acidic in nature. So what will happen when the acid reacts with the metal oxides? It forms
Salt and water.
same salt and water. So acid plus metal oxide, that is the base, always form salt and water. Tell me some examples. HCl plus CaO. What will get? CaCl 2 plus H2O. Okay. Next, any other examples? Anyone, any other examples?
Sir, we can take this example H2NO3 plus NaO, sorry, HOH.
Can you repeat again?
Sir, we can take this H2NO3 plus OH.
H2NO3 will be there. Fine. Next, OH.
No, sir, no, sir, no. OH, not OH. Not.
First, tell me H2NO3 is there.
And next we can take NaOH, NaOH,
Okay. NaOH is a metal oxide.
not metal. Base, sir, it is also.
It's a base, I will agree, but it's not the metal oxide, right?
The metal oxide means what one? Means what type of base?
Means group number 1 combining
Okay.
with oxygen. Group number 2 combining with oxygen. Group
Okay,
number
sir.
13 combining with oxygen.
Means H2 also you can it comes right?
H2 is a water, that is a neutral actually.
Okay.
So if you take group number 1, what is the oxide formula for group number 1? If you take group number 1 as a X, all the elements, oxygen will form O minus 2. It will show
O
X
minus.
plus 1. So combined will form
Yes. The H2 and plus 1. X2.
Sir,
there is a combined formula of the group number 1. So take sodium oxide, Na2O plus any acid you take.
It's
Which acid will take?
H2NO3 or H2CO.
H2SO4.
Okay.
It will form
H2O and Na2SO.
Na2
SO4.
SO4. That's all. So you
Yeah.
can take any group number 1 oxide, it will form H2O formula.
So then, do we have these for acids and bases also, sir?
Mhm.
So like group 1 is acids and group 2 are bases. Do we have like that, sir?
Yeah, if you take the periodic table, left side elements are metals, right? So all the metals combine with the oxygen to form metal oxides only. So those metal oxides are either amphoteric in nature or basic in nature. Okay.
Yes, sir. So
When you
like
take the right side elements like a fluorine, chlorine, or the oxygen, nitrogen, they are the non-metals. So whenever the
yes,
non-metals combine with the oxygen, they will form acidic nature.
okay, sir. Sir, and one more doubt, sir. Like how are we knowing that it's acid? The compound is acid. Like H2SO4 is acid. Like we have written as it is acid, sir. But how we can prove that it is acid?
When it dissolves in the water, if it produces the H plus ions, it is acid.
So, but like we won't be having those all equipments, no, sir.
Yeah.
Generally, I'm asking.
Generally, thing is, once you studied the properties of these acids, so you'll remember, right? H2SO4 is an acid now, sulfuric acid. Yes or no?
Yes, yes, sir.
You have to remember commonly, that's all. If you want to identify in the unknown things, not just you have to do either with the litmus paper or the universal indicator, these things.
Okay, sir. That like to write examples only, I'm asking, sir.
Yeah.
Actually.
Just you have to remember some examples of the acids, that's all.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, Kavya, you joined late, right?
Yeah, sir.
Then tell me one example, that is a punishment for you.
Sorry, sir.
Give me one example for the metal oxide reaction with acids.
Metroxide reaction with the acid, sir. So lithium oxide with nitric acid.
Okay. You have to tell the complete formula, man.
Okay. LiO plus
LiO.
yes, sir.
Very good.
Sorry, I guess Li2O
Li2O.
plus HNO3 gives rise to lithium nitrate, LiNO3, and water.
Water. Balanced.
Sorry, sir.
Is it balanced?
Sir, no, sir.
Then what we can do?
Sir, 2 LiNO3,
2 LiNO3,
then 2 HNO3. That's it.
2 HNO3. Now it's balanced.
Yes, sir.
Is it clear for everyone? Any doubts?
Yes, sir. Clear.
No, sir, no doubt. Clear.
So metal oxides are what is the nature?
Base in nature.
Two natures will be there. Either basic in nature or amphoteric nature.
Okay.
What is the
Yeah,
meaning of
but it is not
amphoteric?
there, no, sir, for us.
No, it's there in third chapter actually, amphoteric.
Okay.
It is completely metals and non-metals, right? There you will study the amphoteric nature. What is the
Yes.
meaning of amphoteric?
Sir, will you share these notes before exam?
Before exam.
Like Sunday you conduct exam, right? Sunday.
Or itself Sunday, right?
Yes, sir. So will you send this today?
Yeah, I will sir. Having both acidic nature and the basic nature. So best examples are the
Neutral substance.
not neutral. Zinc oxide, aluminum oxide are the examples for the amphoteric.
HNO3.
HNO3.
Mm.
This is acidic
No.
nature, man.
Oh, okay. Base in nature, no, sir. Sorry.
Okay, these are the metal oxides as a basic in nature or the amphoteric nature. Amphoteric nature means which has both acidic and the basic nature. Okay, reaction with metal oxides. Metal oxides are basic in nature, so when acid reacts with the metal oxides, it forms salt and the water. Fine. Any doubts in this? Any doubts?
No doubt, sir.
No, sir.
The next
So
one.
once can
Right?
scroll up
Yeah.
to the metal oxide tables. That one. Down. Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
The next one is the reaction with water. What happens when acid dissolves in the water? Hmm?
Yes, sir. You are saying something.
To release the 10%.
What happens when acid dissolves in the water?
So they will get dilute.
They will get diluted.
And they will release some hydrogen also.
So acid when dissolved in the water, it will produce the H plus
Hydrogen.
ions or the hydronium ions.
So what is hydronium?
H3O plus.
Sorry, sir.
H3O plus ions.
Okay.
It gives H plus, that is the hydrogen ions. The
Sir, what is RX? RX.
sorry.
RX.
Man, you are attending my classes from last year, right?
Sir?
You are attending my classes from last year, right?
Yeah, sir. Means you did not tell this, sir. I believe.
Kavya, I didn't told this.
You told, sir. It means reactions.
RX and wherever I wrote that is a reaction.
Okay. Means I forgot.
Okay. So acid when dissolved in the water, it gives H plus or the H3O plus. Generally, when you take H plus ions, does not exist independently actually. Okay. H plus ions does not exist independently. Simple H plus ions cannot exist, but H3O plus ion can exist independently. Okay.
Yes.
H plus ions cannot exist independently. H3O plus ions can exist independently.
So when H3O plus ion can exist independently, then
Yeah.
why are the ions? Like why aren't they compounds?
It's not the compound, neutral compound, because it has to combine with some other element, right? H3O plus is what? When H plus ion dissolve in the water, it will form the H3O plus. Now it will wait for some time to combine with other elements. When it is combined with other elements now, again H plus will be separated and H2O will be separated. Understand it?
Yes, sir.
So when acid dissolve in the water, you'll get either H plus or the H3O plus ions. So these are the 5 physical properties of the 5 chemical properties of an acid. All the 5 are important. When acid reacts with the metals, it gives always salt and hydrogen gas. When acid reacts with the metal carbonates or metal bicarbonates, it will always produce CO2, H2O. Right? When acid
Salt.
reacts, sorry, salt. Okay. When acid reacts with the base, it always forms the salt and water. When acid reacts with the metal oxides, it always forms again the salt and water because metal oxides are basic in nature. And when acid reacts with the water, it will produce the H plus ions. Fine.
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes.
Next, properties of the base. First, tell me what are the physical properties of the base?
The base is better in taste. Bases are shiny.
First one,
Sir, bases are soapy in touch. I
base
mean,
are
some are
bitter in taste.
corrosive actually.
So they're soapy and shiny. Like it.
Sir, bases are soapy. I mean, strong ones are corrosive.
Strong base are corrosive in nature. Good. Next, tense.
You read litmus paper blue.
Red litmus paper to blue. Next, it conducts electricity in solutions. Right? Next, any other property? Okay. So strong base are corrosive in nature. Fine. Next one, chemical properties. Now you have to tell chemical properties one by one. Okay, first one, reaction with the acids. So again the same, right? Base plus acid. We studied already in the above. Neutralization. Always from salt plus water.
So they disassociate hydroxide ions.
The next one, reaction with metals. This is the previous year question. Last time we got this question in the exam. Again, bases react with the active metals. Base react with the active metal like sodium to form salt and water. So example is, take one base like NaOH plus HCl. What you will get? Sorry, metals, right? Sorry. NaOH plus zinc. What you will get?
So we will get ZNO.
Na2ZnO2, sodium zincate. They asked this in the final exam, the term one last year. Whenever the base sodium hydroxide reacts with the zinc, you'll get the sodium zincate as the salt along with the H2 gas. Okay, so sodium zincate formula is Na2ZnO2. Yeah, it's correct. Actually, organic bases are weak in nature only. Organic acids also weak in nature only. So only we'll taste it, right? They are the edible acids and the edible base. The third one, reaction with non-metal oxides. So what is this condition?
So they react with metals like non-metals like oxygen and get oxidized.
Base plus non-metal oxide, it always forms
Salt.
salt plus water.
Yes,
But tell me one example for this.
Example, sir, NaOH and
So sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen.
plus Ca
NaOH plus
Hydrogen gas.
hydrogen. Yes.
Sir, or else oxygen.
Roll up.
non-metal oxide, I'm asking.
And non-metal oxide. So silicon oxide. Silica.
No.
Sulfur oxide.
Okay, silicon oxide, tell me the formula. Silicon
Sir,
oxide is the formula. Okay, fine. But what is the formula?
sir, SO2, SiO2.
So it will form
SiO2 gives rise to so silicon. So
sodium silicate will be formed, but actually that is wrong. You can't take simple one. See what you take. Okay. Base is the NaOH, non-metal oxide is the CO2. Carbon is a non-metal oxide, CO2. What you will get? Salt is Na2CO3 plus H2O. Now balance this first. Balanced.
no, yes, sir, not balanced.
So 2 NaOH plus CO2 gives us to Na2CO3 and the H2O. So whenever the base react with the non-metal oxides, it forms salt and water. Okay. The next one,
Sir, NaOH plus O2 we can take.
NaOH plus O2 will not
SO2,
be formed.
SO2, sorry, SO2.
Okay. NaOH plus
SO2.
O2. What will get?
And NaSO4, Na2SO4, sir.
Na2SO4 plus
Plus
H2O.
Oh,
Balance this one.
no, sir, not balance.
So 2 NaOH will form Na2H.
2 NaOH or 2. Oh.
Everything is balanced.
No,
Sir,
sir.
two
No, sir.
H2O.
Oxygens are not balanced, sir.
Then what we can do?
So 2H2O in the
So,
Yes, it is.
okay, 2H2O. But here it is not balanced, right?
Yes, hydrogens will not be balanced.
Now balance this one everyone first.
Sir, and sodium is balanced. Sulfur is balanced. Sir, only oxygens are not.
Tell me the balanced chemical equation of this everyone.
Sir, can you repeat?
Tell me the balanced chemical equation for this. Two NaOH, two NAs are balanced. Sulfur only one. Okay, fine. Two oxygens. Four. Here itself four is there. Here one.
so oxygens are 3 in the left hand side.
Not three. It's four. Two oxygens are there, right? So here four
Sorry.
oxygens are there. Here only one oxygen. 5 oxygens are there. Here how many are there? Two is there. How to balance? If you take SO3, sulfur trioxide, now it is balanced, right? Yes or no? Sulfur dioxide will be there, sulfur trioxide will be there. So you take
Yes.
sulfur trioxide is the balance.
Yes, sir.
The next one, reaction with water. So when base dissolve in water, it produces
Hydroxide ions.
OH minus ions. Okay. When base dissolve in the water, it produces OH minus ions. So these are the chemical properties of the base. Okay, today we'll have the quiz. I think we didn't connect the quiz at all, right?
No, sir, we didn't.